Okay, welcome to Alexandria. I know you're proud to be here.
Oh, you bet. This is the senior hub right here in Alexander for the senior citizens, and I'm actually just thrilled to chat and gain some wisdom from folks um, older than me and have a lot more wisdom.
You're also going to be in Smithville and Liberty in the next few days.
I am. I'll be going to every senior center in District 40, so that's across 4 counties, and I look forward to that every other year. Again, we're going to be starting session in January, Dwayne, and so there's a lot of things that they have on their mind. I want to hear about it, so going into session, I'll know the heartbeat of my constituents.
Congratulations on an honor that you received recently. Tell us about that.
Thank you, Dwayne. It truly is an honor. 2 pieces of legislation that I was very proud to carry for the district attorneys of the state. One was the victim photo bill, which allows a picture of a loved one who was murdered. Their family members can bring into the courtroom. Prior to this passage of this law, that was prohibited. And so it gives it gives the victim a presence other than the autopsy pictures. It gives a picture of what that person looked like and how the family members want that person to be remembered as prior to the horrible murder of their loved ones' lives.
So this is Legislator of the Year.
Yes, and we're working hard also on another piece of legislation that is very dear to my heart, and it's the Drug Addicted Babies Bill. And the bill's intent and mission statement is to help mothers who are in addiction. Yeah, if they're doing illegal drugs, it's illegal anyway, but these pregnant women will be able to go into a drug facility, drug court, which is a high percentage of success. And a lot of times these women actually get healed and whole and they get to have their babies. But if their babies are born addicted to drugs, then they should be accountable, because it's what they're ingesting giving to this other little life inside of them. And there's way too many of these cases happening. And so we're going to do part 2 of this bill coming up in the legislative session. So we have a fight to go about, because there's a consideration of having the bill actually sunset, and we don't want that to happen.
Talk about some other concerns that you have right now.
Well, we're working on the Addicted Babies Bill. That's going forward, and there's a lot of discussion and talk, concern from parents of their children in elementary school being taught, number one, way too early about religion and culture across the world, which I think we all need to know about these things, but there's a lot more emphasis on Islam. There's a lot more, I really believe it's an indoctrination. We can't teach John 3:16 on Christianity in our schools. And if we did, we'd have the ACLU and everybody and their brother after us. But yet we can teach an indoctrination on Islam to where these kids actually can read about how to become a Muslim. Well, again, I think we should know about religion and culture. That is a little too intense for 7th graders. And I'm with the parents on this. And I certainly am keeping my son and daughter-in-law aware of it, because my grandsons are in public schools and they need to know. And I just think that now there's a bill coming forward this January about postponing that teaching till 10th grade. I'm not necessarily sure if it shouldn't be wait till college. I just think that we need to have a better handle of what our kids are being taught in our schools. And I'm very proud of parents being involved and engaged.
Is this just in 7th grade, and is it just in world geography it's referred to?
It's the Pearson World Geography 7th grade book, yes. And it's like over 50 pages of that. And now I was told there's Christianity taught in 6th grade. It's like a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade process of all the religions. But I was told that they teach some Christianity in 6th grade, but I've not seen where they go in depth like they do this Islam teaching. And we are a Christian nation. Our country was raised on Christian principles and our Constitution, and unfortunately we're raising a generation of children who don't even know the Constitution Republic or the Christianity aspect of our history. And that is our roots, that's our founding, and it's unfortunate that we're not spending 50 pages of that on our kids.
And your concern is not with the teachers themselves, right?
No, because I just finished a teacher's tour, and I have to tell you, we've got some amazing teachers. What's disheartening is teachers are seeing what's happening too, and a lot of our good ones are leaving. They're retiring early because it breaks their heart to see what's happening to the children. So I don't put a fault with the teachers on this. They have to teach what is given to them, and unfortunately they're becoming more of a facilitator than actually being able to get in front of their students and use their creativity and their teaching and their passion for their kids, like it was when you and I were in school. We don't even do field trips anymore, for gosh sakes. They're just constantly having this schedule, got to get this done, so that, come on kids, you got to rush so you can do this test, so you can get these grades. And it's zapping the joy of learning from our children, and it's really frustrating our teachers. And it is not locally controlled. It's federally controlled. We're being sent this content, and I can see where it's frustrating. It would be frustrating to me as a teacher, that's for sure.
The proposed increase in the gas tax, is that something that you're going to have to address this coming year?
There's a lot of discussion about it. I don't know today, right now, sitting here, if it's going to be a piece of legislation coming forward. I will say this: we have to do something for our roads and our bridges to maintain it. But it's easy to add a tax, Dwayne. I mean, we can just add a tax on the people's back. And that's not what the person that gets up in the morning, goes to work, comes home, makes supper, starts all over the next day, that's not what these people want to do. I really believe that we need to get into the weeds, which I'm doing with someone right now. We're doing a study on what are the things we can trim back on. What are the things that we can allow more money to maintain our roads, so that our county supervisors can have the funds they need in our county to maintain and do road projects. I don't think we've really investigated that enough, because, as I say, it's always easy to add a tax. So I'm not confident that we have the numbers right, and that's what I'm working on now, and going by what my constituents say. And I'm doing a senior tour, and we've got seniors who drive, and they're on fixed incomes. Why all of a sudden, when the gas prices are low, we're going to dump a tax on it, and we don't even know how long these low prices are even going to last on our gasoline. So there's quite a few things you have to consider. Plus, if we add a state, you're going to add a federal tax onto that as well. And again, I think people we're taxed to death.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Oh, I just want to tell everyone that supports WJLE and the website. You're doing a great job there. You really keep the community informed. It's my resource to use as well when I want to know what's going on as well. So I just want to tell the folks, contact me, let me hear from you. I get a loop, go to my website, get on that loop, and we'll stay informed. And in the meantime, the holidays are coming up, so enjoy your family, and we'll stay in touch.